Welcome to Marketecture, where you can get smart fast with in-depth interviews of leading technology vendors. I am Eric Seufert, and I am here with Alistair Goodman, the CEO of Emodo. Welcome, Alistair.
Hey, everybody.
Given that it's right there in the name, I imagine you're wholly owned by Ericsson, or is there other ownership?
Yeah, so we're wholly owned by Ericsson. We're an independent company, so we operate with a fair amount of autonomy. But Ericsson gives us some really interesting advantages. You know, they're the market leaders in 5G and in innovation, in particular in mobile. They bring a lot of innovation around data science and machine learning and working with, obviously introductions to mobile operators as well.
Got it. So let's talk product. What does your product do? How does it work exactly?
Yeah, so our product essentially operates in three categories, right? We have proprietary creative formats. So these are things like our new Adapt native product. We also have augmented reality ad units. And, our native products are really focused on bringing innovation into native and taking it out of the walled gardens, and specifically bringing animation and effects into the ad unit that are automated in a way that makes it easier for the advertisers to buy. We have a suite of targeting products. These are audience products that combine what may be available in the data ecosystem with predictive targeting capabilities. So we built some predictive models that allow us to predict with a high degree of accuracy audience segments without needing identifiers. And then finally, we bring the activation platform that I talked about. So a DSP and an exchange. We also obviously clients can, execute through platforms of their choice, their own DSP. Or they can use our buying platform, and they can also integrate directly into our exchange.
Got it. And just to be clear for the advertisers listening to this, if they want to, those native formats, those proprietary formats, if they want to buy those, they have to go through your exchange, or are they available elsewhere?
No, actually, the activation is pretty turnkey, and it's available through standard native ad flows in DSPs that we're integrated with, like DV360. If they work with us, obviously they can use our DSP. There are some more sophisticated tools and buying flows available when you do that, and a dedicated kind of optimization team. But they can pretty much buy the way they want to buy. It's also available open auction through our exchange for DSPs that, are connected into our exchange. But it uses standard native buying flows.
Got it. Okay. So it sounds like the company is multifaceted, and you kind of compete in a number of categories. Who would you say are your most direct competitors for some of those products?
Yeah. So, our history as a mobile and location DSP, we still have a lot of clients that use us for capabilities like that. We probably come into, we see the location players. So, guys like Foursquare and Ground Truth, for example. And then as we've started to shift to kind of more of a format focused business, right? We're seeing folks like Triple Lift and Nativo and ShareThrough as, folks that we compete with.
Got it. And so when you kind of think about those different competitors in those different segments, what makes your product unique from competitors? For instance, what different features, data integrations, you talked about the interoperability, but what makes those different products unique?
Yeah, I think there are a couple of areas. The first is really what we're doing with formats and with Adapt specifically, right? So it's an advanced native ad solution. It enriches the ads with automated effects and animations. And actually what we're doing there is beginning to use AI to drive advertiser objectives right into the ad unit at runtime, right? So the ability to optimize that ad unit and the configuration of that ad unit for advertiser objectives. And, we launched that product in Q4 last year. It's seeing a lot of demand, and the performance has been pretty terrific, right? Sort of we're seeing generally about 3x the click-through rate over standard native, over 70% higher message association when we look at some of the branding work we do, and 11% higher kind of attention when we do ad tracking studies. So that's a real big differentiator for us. And other things that we're doing on the format side, like what we're doing with augmented reality units as well. The second thing is, our use of carrier data. We use that operator data, not deterministically, but we use it for building really effective pre-bid models that filter, that verify, that predict without needing an identifier. And that's a really kind of differentiated part of the offering. And then you combine that together with the ease of buying how you want to buy through our integrated platform, we think we've got some really compelling differences.
Thanks for listening. To hear the complete interview, subscribe at marketecture.tv.